Later on in the trip, I was in Switzerland. My only previous visit to Switzerland was in the town of Lugano, which is in the Italian region of Switzerland. Switzerland, of course, being divided into French, German, and Italian regions. And while there, I was told that in spite of everything seeming pretty expensive, that the Italian area is actually the least expensive area of Switzerland. That was very acutely confirmed on this trip, Lewis. I was in Zurich, which is in the German region of Switzerland, and to call the prices for standard international pricing obscene would be an incredible understatement. Lewis, a hamburger, no, let me correct that. A cheeseburger. In the US, what would be a relatively expensive cheeseburger in your mind?
I think if you are paying more than $10 for a cheeseburger, you're getting a pretty expensive cheeseburger.
Okay, so in New York City, very often you'll find $12 to $14 cheeseburgers. Now, yes, you may be at a place that is bringing you some kind of cool sides, or it's a particular whatever, kind of like a hipster expensive hamburger place. You're still talking $12 to $14 burgers.
But that of course, is for one of the most inflated cities in the country.
It's already for
Right.
an expensive city in the United States. In Zurich, we walked by a place, and I see it says $28.50 CHF for a cheeseburger with French fries. And I say, has the exchange rate shifted so drastically since my last visit that 28 and a half Swiss francs is like 14, 15, 16, maybe even 20 US dollars? Because remember, I knew that it was going to be expensive. No, to convert right now from Swiss francs to dollars, you add 10%. So $28.50 for a hamburger, a cheeseburger with fries, is about 31 US dollars. And I said, this must be the most expensive cheeseburger place in Zurich. And I was incredibly wrong, Lewis. Every place in the old town, which is really a pretty significant part of the city of Zurich, just obscenely expensive. A large bottle of water at a restaurant, 950 Swiss francs, essentially 11 US dollars. I've never experienced something like this.
I'd be curious to know what the wage is for someone working at one of those restaurants selling a $30 cheeseburger.
I looked into it. It seems that everybody in most of these restaurants, which are these aren't expensive restaurants, these are just the basic restaurants, is earning $20 to $30 an hour in US dollars. And that that Switzerland is just doing really, really well, and prices have certainly gone up in connection to the business success that's going on there. If you look at, in general, the country's just doing really, really well. And having traveled through Europe quite a bit and seeing that Euro countries are expensive in many cases for people coming from the US, this blew it completely out of the water, Lewis.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, $10 for a bottle of water. What else can we add to that?
Yeah, we will actually be interviewing economist Richard Wolff about European economies, and we will talk to him about what does it mean that an economy is doing well on paper, and what is the impact of a country like Switzerland, which is doing very well internally, but is so expensive when it comes to pricing relative to foreign currencies and foreign salaries. So we'll talk to Richard Wolff about that in the coming weeks.